Hi, as promised to all tutors, I'm going to give a review of the Huion HS64 tablet, writing tablet. It is a cheaper alternative to the Wacom. It's only $40. You can get it for even cheaper, maybe, right? Because this just came today in this box. So I'm going to give a review of how good it is to be used for online tutoring or learning. Right, so it comes with this battery-free stylus. So, and all I need to do is to connect this thing to the computer with a cable that has this as the other end. This type of USB-C, I don't know, USB, normal USB to be plugged into the computer. And on the other end is another this part where you can plug into your tablet. And I did not install any driver. I just plug in both sides and then it starts to, although it says that it needs the installation of driver, but the moment I plug it into my computer, it starts working. So I don't have to do any other steps. So it looks like this, right? If you look closer, or is the size comparable to, you see, you compare it with my hand, right? It is about this kind of size, right? But when you use the stylus, right? Okay, so you can use the stylus as a cursor on your computer. So when your cursor moves to the right corner, right? Okay, so when your cursor moves to the right corner, so one mistake that we usually make if we are used to using the mouse, right, is that we tend to drag it. No, actually it doesn't work that way. Let's say if I want to put my cursor to the top right of my computer, the thing I need to do is just to leave it up and position to the top right corner of the tablet. And if I position to the top left corner of the tablet, it is at the top left. Sorry, if I position to the bottom left corner of the tablet, it's just at the bottom left. So it is at the exact positioning, right? So I don't really need to okay, so I don't really need to drag the mouse, because actually dragging the mouse just tells me, okay, you can use it this way also. You can drag the mouse, but it just tells you where the position is. But if the moment you move and bring it back, it will just be here. So actually it doesn't matter, right? You just pinpoint and drop, right? That's something that to get used to with this stylus. And the next thing I need to do, right, is I think it's still at the beginning, I will still use it with a mouse, right? So that I can move things faster. So let's say, right, if I want to write something, I want to write my Chinese name, it is quite fast. There's no lag. There's no lag. I'm using the cable. I don't know whether if it's a Wi-Fi, it will work otherwise. But as you can see, it is quite precise. Oh, I can also write my wife's name. So if you are using it to teach Chinese, right, you can the 笔画 is still there. The student can see your 笔画, right? If you want to my菜, right? And you can use it to do maths, of course. Because it's free form, you can use it to write anything, right? A, B, sine, square, X, dx, kind of stuff. And you can also use it to draw. Let's say if I draw a curve, it's quite precise. Even though I'm lifting my writing tablet like that, I can still draw quite precisely, right? Oh, okay, let's try drawing an asymptote. Asymptote is something that challenges the student the most. Trying to draw something that approach the asymptote. So suppose there's an x equals to 0 asymptote, and I'm trying to draw such that it approaches that, right? So I'm trying to draw such that it approach. I'm purposely slowing down my motion so that I can draw accurately. Especially because I'm lifting up my tablet, so it's a bit hard. What if I put my tablet down and I try to draw something more precise? Right? What if I want the turning point to be exactly at the origin? Right, so the control is definitely there, right? And after some time, if you get used to it, this is actually the first hour, my first hour of use for the tablet. The tablet just arrived about 1 hour ago. So the good thing about Zoom is that I'm using this together with Zoom. So the Zoom whiteboard, right, you can just refresh the page. Mean not refresh, actually you can create new pages. So when you discuss with students, you don't need to waste a lot of paper. Your students can write on the same tablet, same screen as well. Right. And basically no problem. Let's try moving these two. I'm still using my stylus, right? I'm still using my stylus here. I pinpoint. I'm getting more and more used to it. After just practicing for about 20-30 seconds, I'm getting faster and faster now. So I can pinpoint the exact spot very quickly. And so it's not difficult to use. So what if you are asked to draw, for example, a chicken or a boy? I'm not good at drawing. This drawing is ugly not because the pen doesn't offer me the control, but just because I'm not that good at drawing. You see, the control is there, right? Yeah. Okay. So it's not bad. So you can use it, let's say, to draw digital art as well if you are talented, right? For digital art. So you can use it to draw digital art as well. Right, there are people who use it for, so it's quite sensitive and it's very responsive. There's no lag time, right? And it's a battery-free stylus. Moreover, let's say if your snips wear off, right? They have these eight sets of replacement. So I think by the time you finish this 8 set, probably the tablet also maybe it's very old, maybe 5 or 6 years or spoiled already. So, and this is very light. You see the way I handle it, right? So it's very light. It's Huion HS64. I think it's sufficient. My personal opinion is sufficient for me to do online tutoring. Whether it's English, whether it's drawing, or whether you see, the only thing is that if I want to draw at the bottom left corner, right? If I want to draw bottom left, I must make sure that I position my pen at the bottom left. If I switch it to the middle, it comes back to the middle. So I must keep my hand at the bottom left if I want to draw at the bottom left. You see, this is an important thing to take note lah. Because some people may be used to writing in the middle. They want to draw in the middle or what. So, but if they sometimes when we do let's say for example when we do a screen sharing, and we want to annotate on some document. So for example, right, then you need to position yourself precisely at a certain points, right? So, and let's say if we annotate, right? So let's say you used to. So if I want to write my answer here, so you see, if you are not used to, you will keep trying to do this because you're trying to bring the cursor here, and then you want to position back in the middle to write something, right? Because you used to drawing in the center. But then the moment you position back, it comes back here again. So you have to keep your hand here when you write. So you get minus, wait, I chosen the white color. So I should choose another color so you can see. So I must keep my hand at the bottom of the tablet in order to right. Well, so it's still useful. If I can actually, in fact, right, actually I can also use the mouse to write. It's not that difficult to write also using the mouse. Oh, I in fact, the first few weeks of online teaching, right, I have been using the mouse. Actually, a few months I've been using the mouse to write. But now that I just got this, I think going forward, I'll be using because it's less strenuous on my hand if I use the stylus than compared to the mouse. And of course, you can use it to pinpoint anywhere. So then let's take the chance as well at the same time, since I've already explained how the tablet works. Let's take the chance to show online tutors, how they can use online tuition, do online tuition effectively. They can use it. They can do it using Zoom. You see, with Zoom, I'm doing the recording. I'm doing the recording of the session. So the student can review the session if they want. They can do recording on their end as well. And also then we can do text. It's not just that we can type also. So and then you can also use the, you see, you can also see where my, you can also use these features. There are a lot of such features, and you can erase, right? You can erase, and you can undo if you need something back, or you can redo, or you can clear all everything that you wrote at one shot. So it's very flexible. There's many features. Suppose, right, I don't want the student to see part of the answer or what. Okay, so I just position it here, and then I just blank out the thing. Right, I can use a white color blank so that it is maybe looks more natural. So it's so up to you. So, but when the student, for example, if the student after they answer, then I can show them the answer itself, let's say by moving the block away. So these are just, it's up to your creativity to how to use online tuition effective. I heard some tutors say that it's not effective compared to face-to-face tuition. But for my students, the feedback, right, that is actually even more effective than face-to-face tuition, because there are a lot of documents, right? I have a lot of documents that I can pull out from my online cloud drive and immediately show it to them. If they need anything, immediately I have it with me. I don't have to go back and take my notes, because I don't have to take a full load of notes with me to the student's place. Anything I need, I can even search it from online, and then I can see. If you use this Zoom together with Google Docs, right, you can even work with your student on the same document. And if your student, let's say if you are using the whiteboard, and the student wrote something, and you can correct them. You can say no. If they wrote this, for example, you can say no. Okay, actually it's C, right? Or you did this wrongly. You can annotate on the same diagram. So it makes it easy for you and the student to interact even better, because even face to face, right? When it's face to face, the student is writing on the paper, and he's sitting a distance away from you. Then you have to bend over and look at what they are writing. Sometimes their hand is blocking the what they are writing. So it wastes time, rather than the moment if they are writing on the whiteboard, right? The moment that they are writing, for example, I'm seeing, and at the same time I can say wrong, cancel, it's not, right? So this is so much better. Online tuition is so much better. And in the middle of the night, sometimes in the middle of the night, suddenly they have a question. I can't possibly take a bus to their house in the middle of the night and answer one question, right? But here with online tutoring, I just say, come, I share you with my Zoom link, and then they come online, I finish answering that question, they are back to their own task already. So it makes them more consistent. They can come do maths every day. It's more consistent learning. So I have a lot of things that I want to say about online tuition, how it's more effective. If some people think that it's not more effective, right? Either that they are not doing correctly, or they just have they have not really experienced what is effective online tutoring. Like say this is not possible with physical face-to-face tutoring, right? Right? If I need to show graph transformation of a certain graph, if I need to show graphing transformation, right? This is not possible. Or I can even move. So some of things are not possible with face-to-face tutoring, which is possible with online tutoring. And I really encourage everyone to give tutoring and online tutoring a try. I'm giving, for myself, right, I'm giving more hours for lesser cost, lesser tuition fee compared to when I was giving face-to-face tuition, because I'm saving up so much on the transport costs and transport times. I just pass all these savings to the students. So why not give it a try? Everything is to me, this is the perfect opportunity for tutors. I was not think I'm although every there's a good thing that comes out of every bad situation. If we want to think of a good side to this COVID situation, right, is that it push everyone to do things the more effective way by doing them online. Really, people save a lot of transport costs. You know, they may die on accident on the road, but they are safe from doing that, right? You see, because they didn't move, they didn't take a public transport. I mean, so this could happen. I'm just saying it's a low chance, but maybe I was safe from being killed in an accident because I didn't take a transport to a student house. We don't know, right? So, but it is a good thing that came out of this situation, that everybody have the social consensus to come online. Let's say, I hope everybody just stay with it. Just make good use of this opportunity, develop online learning habits, online habits of doing business and everything. Everything will be better if people take the open mind to try all these things. now, okay, because of the COVID, I invested in this. I learned online tutoring. It actually makes my life a lot better. So let's hope the new normal is even better than the old one. And let's hope that with all these innovations, the world can become a better place, and the environment, it can be more environmental friendly, uh, and so on and so forth, as people cut out some bad habits and some bad business that do harm to the environment, just go away during this period, and better business come to take their place, and there can be more equality, fairness, happiness in the whole world because of all the changes that's happening. So that's my hope, and that's all for today. The introduction to the Huion HS64. Let's say if you want to buy it, there's a link along with this video post. There will be a link. You just click on the link and you can buy it. You can choose the HS64 model, which is less than $40, and is if you use, there are other alternatives. I won't mention the name. That the other alternatives is like $120 easily, or $200 or $300, which is not much better. I think this perfectly serves the purpose already. There's no need for a better, more expensive, more, let's say, more features when you don't need to use it. So this is, I hope, this is I think very sufficient for online tutor. Whether you're teaching English, arts, maths, science, I have demonstrated that you can do it with this with this writing tablet. Right, so it's just so sensitive. The moment I write, it just appears. All right, so that's it.